Psychological safety is more than a buzzword. It's a bedrock that lets teams speak up, experiment, and innovate. Although 89% of executives say they value it, only 26% of employees experience it in their day to day work. That gap exists because most organizations stop at concept. They talk about safety without putting it in place in the specific practices that make it real. Today, we'll look at 5 agile tools that turn psychological safety from an aspiration to everyday reality. First, let's talk about working agreements. Working agreements set the stage. When teams co create guidelines for how they collaborate, they define the behaviors that foster respect and accountability. Instead of top down rules, these agreements reflect the team's own priorities, their DNA, what works for them, how to give feedback, handle disagreements, and keep iterations constructive. Clear boundaries remove fear of unfair criticism and let people focus on solutions. Iteration retrospectives, they build a habit of honest reflection. At the end of each iteration, the team takes a close look at not only what they did, but how they experienced it, and they identify opportunities for improvement in their next iteration. Grounded in a blameless mindset, a reminder that everyone did their best with the information they had, retrospectives teach teams you see setbacks as data, not personal failures. Over time, that habit of continuous improvement that builds on retrospectives feedbacks becomes second nature. Reshaping is one of several approaches that extend an individual's breadth and depth of expertise beyond a single discipline. Whether T-shaped or a variant, these skills spread ownership and reduce anxiety. When people deepen their specialty and also gain broad knowledge of related areas, no one feels like a single point of failure. Software teaming, also known as pair programming, cross training sessions, and knowledge sharing forums create a culture where asking for help is normal and learning from mistakes is expected. As colleagues cover for one another, the fear of trying new ideas diminishes. Visualization tools make invisible risk visible. Kanban boards, burn down charts, and impediment lists give everyone a shared view of work in progress. Suddenly, the board shows we have 3 blocked items, replaces you're behind, removing personal blame and focusing conversations on fixing the system. That transparency encourages early intervention and reduces defensiveness. Safe to fail experiments let teams innovate with confidence. Rather than betting the business on a single outcome, teams treat new ideas as experiments with clear success criteria, time boxes, and agreed thresholds for acceptable failure. When an experiment falls short, it's a learning milestone, not a reason for punishment. Over time, these small wins and lessons from failures build the courage to explore bigger ideas. As AI transforms our workplaces, these practices become essential to manage the amplification effects, both opportunities and risks, that AI creates. Teams using these 5 practices develop the resilience to catch algorithm bias early, raise ethical and safety concerns before they escalate, and treat AI as a collaborator rather than a threat. Psychological safety ensures that questions like, what if this AI model overlooks a key data source? Those questions get asked and answered before problems become built in. Building psychological safety doesn't happen through slogans or one off training. It emerges day after day through concrete, repeatable practices that demonstrate how speaking up is valued and risk taking is supported. So, which of these 5 practices will make the biggest differences in your team? Whether you start with a working agreement or launch a safe to fail experiment, pick one practice, make it a routine, and watch safety and innovation. They both grow together. Share which practice you'll try next in the comments. And if you'd like to learn more about how Theory X management assumptions undermine innovation, click one of these. I'll be happy to tell you all about it.